The lies sound pleasant, but the truth hurtful. Everybody got a crime. What's the problem? How long will it take before you smile?
1 hour.
It's about an hour.
Yeah.
Hey,
You can really get over anything.
Basically. It's
An
one
hour.
episode of The Crawl.
all right, let me kill some loved ones, dude. It'll take more time, dude. That's all I'm saying, bro. Damn. Goodness gracious, bro.
Me oh my.
Is it just me? Hey, fellas,
Hey, Shaun.
Hey, Shaun.
what is something where you felt like you've been running in place?
Running in place. The
Yeah.
treadmill.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the easy one.
The treadmill.
What up, Enoch? What up, Crawl fam? We back.
Running in place.
Running in place. What is a situation where you felt like you've been putting so much effort, getting nowhere?
No progression.
No progression.
Well, I mean, I guess musically I feel like I'm running in place.
Ooh.
Just stagnant?
Just stagnant. But, like, I'm okay with it because I like playing the same fucking
I feel the same way.
fucking riff for 20 minutes.
But I'm
and then-
not okay with it.
All right.
I'm okay
I
with
always fall back to the same shit, and it's like,
I really love that song.
I really love
Well,
those
I
three
see it as,
fucking
like-
chords, dude.
I'm not looking at music as like what I'm gonna be doing for my life. You know what I mean? So like, as long as I'm having fun with it,
Yeah.
then fucking I'm fine with running in place with that. At
That
least.
brings down a deeper conversation, right? Where it's like, does it have to be your life's purpose to put your all into something?
No, not at all. It has
No,
to
I
be.
don't think so.
It doesn't even have to be something that you have to do. But if you like doing it, and that's what's doing it for you.
Well, like a sports game, you put your all into the game to win, but then afterwards, like,
It's like, I'm not going to be a professional
Yeah.
fucking rugby player.
yeah, I ain't gonna play golf professionally.
But if I'm out on the field, though, I'm going to go crazy.
go hard.
You have
Rug on them bees.
You have to. I feel like if you don't have passion behind what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it. I feel like that. And
I'll
you
think that. Nah,
what?
I don't think you need to have passion to do anything. Do what
I think
That-
you can,
that's
I think you
the
can do
difference.
things without passion. You can do things without passion.
That's the difference.
totally easily could.
Easily could what?
Do things without passion. I do mad
What?
things without passion. 80% of my life I do without passion. Like,
Damn, I
80% of my
really got to
life is
take
complete.
this shower.
I fucking gotta brush my teeth every
Ah,
day.
stupid
God
fucking teeth.
damn.
You die and they're just
You know-
fine for 1,000,000 years, but the whole time you're alive.
You know what I mean? You rat bastards. You both know what I mean, dude. There's somewhere along the way it's traded, right? There's been a trade-off. It's been a trade-off of major kinds.
Trade off.
I used to try to derail y'all. You remember? Do you remember?
I remember.
I used to try to derail y'all.
Still happens.
It still happens.
Well, what I will say, partner,
What I will say.
is that it's obvious, and I'm not saying nothing to hurt you, Alex. And John, this doesn't apply to you. It's obvious that many things you do in your life, Alex, are done with no passion. Do you take back that
I'll
little...
agree,
do
I'll
you-
agree.
Do you take back the eye roll now and the little fucking...
Listen, it was an inquisitive squint, not an eye roll.
I'll agree. Yeah.
I feel like that's not a good thing. I feel like you have some passion left to give.
I got some passion left to give, but I want to save the passion for the crawl. Or
You want to put all the effort that you have into the passion.
I only got so much. I got a finite amount of effort. I got a finite amount of effort, and I
Maybe
need to
that's
save
what it
it.
is.
I need to save it.
Maybe that's what it is.
I get that.
I have maximum effort.
Maximum
Yeah.
effort.
I can channel something, and I've been compared to some of the greats. Michael Jordan could channel in the fourth quarter something within him and rise up to be a champion.
You're comparing yourself to Michael Jordan?
I'm saying. Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay could channel
All right.
something within him when the haddock is burning. He could channel something from within him
Maybe Guy Fieri.
to rise to the greatness. There's a reserve. You have to tap into the reserve from time to time.
Under pressure, you tap into the
What
reserve,
happens when you tap into reserve
It's
all the
almost
time?
a guarantee, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you one time where it didn't happen, but I'd rather tell you about a bunch where it did. Right? It's
Sure.
passion, baby.
Just
It's
the fact that
passion.
there's one time that you could tell where it didn't happen. Now
I feel
that's the
like,
one I'm interested in.
There's
Well,
many.
I feel like if I did start putting my all into more things, I only have a finite amount of energy now because I don't do shit. The more I do shit, the more
It enriches
it
you and
enriches
fulfills you with the energy.
Yeah. And I'll get more energetic doing more things.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like DC voltage.
like
It's like the battery in a car.
like going to the gym. The more you do it, the better you
Stepping
feel.
on the gas
It's like,
pedal,
oh fuck yeah,
pumping
you
up the
like doing
battery.
it. I loved it. I don't go to the gym no more. I hate it now. I don't want to go to the gym.
Right.
Like,
And it's like once you get the cycle going, it's almost perpetual.
yeah,
Once you get the
That's
ball
the gas
rolling,
pedal. It's charging
Yeah.
up the battery.
exactly.
all that shit. It's like lube for your life.
It's what?
Like lube for your life.
Just so you can
So I
glide
stopped.
through.
I stopped. Come on. It's like, I stopped doing mad shit.
Okay.
Moving back home, and I fucking feel like my life's come to a screeching halt.
Running in
So you
place
need,
now.
Yeah.
you need that Astro
And
glide.
so I'm running in play. I need that Astro Glide.
You need that life-size Astro
You got to
glide.
get ready to fight. Grease up.
I gotta get ready to fight. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Fucking-
I forgot. That's what I do in fights.
Oh man, bro!
Fully nude
Oh
and
man, these motherfuckers
spitting.
is different, man. I was raised on Joel's Rumble, Young Man Rumble, dude. He's
What the
talking-
fuck
he-
even is that?
See what I mean?
Jewel, dude.
You
What?
see what I mean?
Young man rumble.
Rumble, Young Man Rumble.
Young man.
I don't know, man. Somewhere along the way, things have gotten misconstrued, and now I find myself amongst the company that I enjoy, but there's been so much change.
What do you mean?
And I love it the way it is. I'll tell you now, I love it better the way it is now. But there's been so much change in my life, dude. There's been a dramatic change in my life over the exposure of influence and you know, the type of environment that I'm allowing myself to inhabit right now is much different than it ever has been before. And I'm finding peace. You know, and I'm finding resolve.
Like-
I'm finding
You
passion.
mean that me and John are good people?
I wouldn't take complete accountability for it.
I want credit for
I
you
would.
changing your life.
This is all me to thanks for that change.
It's just
Maybe, dude. Fucking jeez.
we got a lot of good stuff going on. We got a lot to be grateful for, a lot to be excited for. The future, for the first time ever in my life, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, it feels bigger.
Wide open.
I was saying
got it.
on the elevator up here, I feel embiggened.
We got a gaping wide future now.
I feel buffed
Straight
up.
up. Straight up. We
Tall
got the
today.
goatsy of futures. Guy opens future to show everyone. And that's basically what the crawl is. A while back, we said the crawl was a goatsy. It was a goatsy in podcast form.
An audible.
I think we've
goatee.
matured a little bit since that statement.
Now we're an audible guy flashing in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
You know, but on the same token, just on the flip side, you know, we're saying that we're experiencing change in a major way, and it feels like it's coming in rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a point in my life where that wasn't the case. Recent,
When
There's
you were running in place, right?
running in place,
That
running in place, and you said something profound, and it wasn't an original thought. It
Probably
wa-
not.
It wasn't. It wasn't an original thought, but he said, "Nothing changes if nothing changes," and it's one of those cliche Instagram quotes.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some truth to that.
Totally. There's total truth in that. That's like going to the gym being the lube of life or whatever.
What are you talking about, lube?
It keeps you going,
What
dude.
are
The
you
more you
thinking?
do, the more
It keeps
you
them
do,
sliding.
the better you feel, the more you do. You know
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying?
Let's go with DC battery.
It's the
Can we-
I don't know anything about electrical, but go ahead. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
the DC
So
battery.
basically, a car battery.
Batman.
It recharges itself while it's being used. All right. So it's perpetually charged until it ages out.
I didn't know that until my car died in the parking lot over here.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. If you keep it on, that's why if you ever get a jump, and everybody out here that's listening
Don't
right
shut
now,
that shit off.
if you ever get a jump and your car battery dies, somebody jumps your car and now it's running
You gotta leave
again,
it running for the rest of the time you have the car.
never shut it off.
Never shut it off.
I was wondering, like, why don't we use this technology? Why does my car battery not die? Why isn't every battery this? And because it has that thing going for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought, damn, that's a long-lasting battery.
But nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And I kind of there's a big part of me that hates like the fucking obvious, trendy, like
Quote,
cliche,
cliche Instagram
fucking horse shit.
quote shit.
But I like this one. You know, I like this one the same way I like do something every day that makes your life feel like it's worth it. Nah, that was an original idea, so but nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah,
It's like
you got to change yourself to actually change. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if you want so bad for everything around you to be different than it is right now, if you're a kid sitting in a room right now crying every day that you get home, things around you are shit. Like nothing but shit. All around you.
you're living in the bathroom.
Got to change.
It comes from you. It comes from a definite desire for change. Everything else falls in place.
Yeah, once you decide to do something,
Everything
shit
else
just happens, kind of. It
everything
just comes and
you gotta. There's something about living harmoniously with the universe, and I don't know. You know, people believe whatever they believe. There is a force in this world. People call it happenstance. People call it coincidence, stuff like that. But it's almost like a magnetic force, and you can either be one with it
can you
and go
tap into it,
yeah, exactly.
go with it, or
It could be harmonious, or you can be going against it. And just like a magnet, like this jewel has a magnet. If I hold the jewel up magnet end like that, it sticks. It's harmonious now. You know what I mean? It's going with one. If I had both, negative to negative, they would repel each other. A lot of people are going through life repelling the universe.
shit that's coming their way. I guess.
It's like suede, right? It gets dark when it's rubbed the wrong way.
Rub that shit the other way, you get light, I guess. Yeah.
You get a glimmer.
Yeah.
You know, you get what suede is known for, which is that soft, fucking velvety, beautiful ass
suede.
glimmer. But if you rub it the wrong way, it gets dark.
Have you been rubbed the wrong way?
By those eyes, by those rat bastard eyes of yours. I don't know what you're trying to see, Daddy, but you ain't gonna find it here.
Trying to stare deep into your soul.
Man, dude.
Pull something out.
People will literally run in place, man. And I'm somebody who's done that. Like, I'm speaking from a place of experience. You know, I've ran in place for a long time, dude, expecting a different outcome from the same behavior.
Definition of insanity right there.
And maybe I was. Maybe I am. You know, I feel like I'm getting better.
I mean, yeah.
Walking towards the light.
I guess I'm insane then. If that's the definition of insanity, then I guess I'm fucking insane for real.
I've thought that for so long, dude.
Why won't this happen? I'm doing everything the same way.
I've thought that for a long time about you too, dude. I
think I'm crazy.
I'm just worried about certain things, bro. Sometimes when you do this pleasantry, like
the
giggle,
the way I eat chips or something.
that's weird too. Well, that's not normal though.
What, I separate them up by size, shape, and folds.
That's because you're
and then I eat them.
The folded ones are more valuable.
Yeah,
that is
They
true.
are.
that type of segregation is an Anglo-Saxon fucking belief
I eat
pattern,
them
dude.
from smallest to biggest.
Jesus Christ, dude. You know what this world needs a little bit more of? Separation. Get rid of these motherfucking folded chips. I had
I
enough
save
of
those
them.
for later. The good ones.
These chips.
They're the house chips.
These. Shut the fuck up.
It's a joke.
You don't get to make jokes like that, okay? Before I cancel that ass. You're going to get canceled out here, dude.
Cancel that ass.
You can't make jokes like that when you're a descendant of that. It don't work this way. It don't work this way, dude. You're hurting hearts.
I thought it was funny, and I don't mean any.
You're hurting hearts, dude. There's nothing more ignorant. There's nothing in this world that's more
you brought it to
ignorant.
segregation.
I'm saying, dude, and I'm here in front of a Special Olympics Sherpa. What I'll say is if we're talking about something special, then we got to talk about it. Then things have to be brought to the surface, Alex.
All right.
You know? There's nothing more ignorant than the special needs. And this is strictly, needs could be special.
Yeah.
Any type. You automatically thought retarded. And that's your fault.
I did go to the
and if
retard.
you thought if you thought the same thing, that's your fault. There's all types of special needs. You can have a special need on even anything mechanical.
I have a special need. I need 5 caramel in my ice macchiato, or I'll go crazy.
And you got to stop talking about slavery jokes.
God, come on.
I laughed at it, but I didn't get it. It was a slavery joke.
Oh yeah, Alex. That's a Alex special.
Talk about ignorance, dog.
Come on, dude. It's all
about-
contextual. I wasn't.
Don't even go down that road.
God damn.
People always do that, trying to defend themselves.
It's the context.
It's context, dude. Fucking blah blah blah.
Comedy knows no bounds.
I'm just giving you shit because I didn't think it was funny, especially. But
Dude, you fucking cackled like a.
oh, there's fucking footage, dude. There's footage. So we'll go about it that way. All right, it's fine. It's on the cameras. I don't mean to raise my voice. I don't mean it. But there is footage. There's proof.
There's video evidence
of you doing what you do and what you people do. Okay? It's not right. It's not right. It's not forgivable, but we can move past it in hopes of growth. I'll say that much. J. Cole just dropped an album, first one. In a
Totally
while.
did.
So good. So good, the off season.
I haven't really listened to it. I listened to like 3 songs in your car. I thought all 3 of them were fucking
Bangers?
pretty sick. I liked them.
Yeah, dude. I think this is the first feature-length album that he's had, other than the Revenge of the Dreamers. Those tapes, obviously, are, the whole team is on there. It's like a collaborative thing. But this is the first J. Cole album that has had features. And the feature choices were very interesting to me. The sound.
Who was it? It was Lil Baby.
He got Lil Baby on there. He got 21 Savage. He got Boss a couple times. Bossy is next up, bro. I'll tell you that much. Queens, Fiends, what's up?
Brooklyn.
This ain't the space to talk about hip hop. But
I know nothing about hip hop, so it'd be fucking super hard.
if you guys know, then you know. You know? Listen, man. Nothing changes if nothing changes. We need some change in the crawl. I think
change.
we've hit a plateau of sorts.
Of sorts, maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Feels like we're not reaching. It feels like maybe we're not as hungry. And by we, I mean you guys, because if we refer to our earlier conversation today, I'm full of passion in everything I do. So maybe you guys have plateaued a little bit. Maybe
we've plateaued. This is our fault.
I've remained at a very linear constant the whole time. Okay?
I feel like I plateaued before I got here.
Give me this one at least.
I feel like maybe it's a limiting expectation things with you, John. Maybe you set the bar very low so people don't expect much from you.
Maybe don't expose me.
Maybe that's a good strategy.
They don't know what's going on.
Maybe. Because then you never deal with the hurt of not feeling up to it.
When you never feel up to it.
I don't know. We were supposed to make some type of fucking philosophical take on stagnancy and fucking feeling in place.
Well, we have been feeling. I think more so in my personal life outside the crawl, I feel way more stagnant than anything. Like the crawl, I feel like we're just.
That's what breaks
the
stagnance.
Yeah, we're continuing to move forward, and we're doing shit. Like we're having fun, going out, doing stuff. But in my normal everyday life, I'm at my fucking parents' house, and I lost all that. I used to cook for myself, and now my dad just cooks dinner. So what am I gonna do? Not cook for myself? I'm gonna eat the food that's down there.
I feel that,
and it's doing that shit makes me feel a way that
It's
I'm not
pride.
like I'm not doing this stuff for myself. I'm 27. I should be doing it. Like, and it just gives me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel that same way, bro.
Yeah.
I feel that same way, and it's like the loss of independence, and it was voluntary. It's not like any crazy
I also
thing
didn't
happened.
think that this would happen. I thought I had more mental fortitude, testicular fortitude.
I thought I had more figured out by now.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was at the best place I ever was, like
too.
mentally, physically, when we left Mansfield.
Me too.
And
I feel stronger now. You feel like that?
today, I do. I feel like I'm grabbing life by the balls and taking what's fucking mine.
Handful of life's balls. Dude.
Handful of life's balls. I'm
And
gay for life.
You're using, you're using life's lube too, dude.
Yeah.
Gay for life, Alex McDougal. We'll put that on the headstone.
Go ahead. Alex McDougal, gay for life. No, I didn't put two and two together. Oh no. Delete it, Enoch, delete it.
I don't even know what to say, man.
I say shit without even realizing what I'm saying. Oh man.
I don't even know what to say, bro. That's strike two. I'll say that much.
I got one more.
This is a struggle bus for you, bro.
Someone say the vibe sucker was strike one.
Keep your composure, dude. Keep your composure. You're losing it, dude. I can feel
I'm
the
losing
wheels
it.
falling off. But we could get it together for you. It's some things that are unparalleled in life. You know, the birth of a first child.
Yeah.
The feeling of like just waking up and stubbing your little toe. There's things that are unparalleled in life.
There are things that are unparalleled in life.
There's forms. There's forms and shape shifters, dude. There's people that you have to be wary of because you pass them on the street. Maybe one day they're 6'2" male, you know, and then the next day you come by and it's
They're a lizard.
she's 5'2", you know, she's a brunette.
She's
busty
5'2".
brunette.
How'd she,
They're shape shifters. Maybe it was a different person. I don't know. It was the same street though.
Same street. They were both wearing red.
It was there was similarity. There's
I put two and two together.
and there's certain things that's unparalleled in life, dude. So I'm just trying to find my way around here, you know. And I thank you guys because you give me kind of like a GPS, like a Japanese speaking GPS, and I can't understand.
You can half understand it. You can look at it and be like, all right, I can see where it's going, but what
Yeah.
they're saying is just fucking nonsense.
And that's
Recognize
basically
right
the
now,
crawl, dude.
I
That's
guess,
about
yeah.
And that's the show.
That's us.
Welcome to the Chrome.
That's our imitating reality.
Listen, I found myself amongst a room of loved ones, not feeling very loved. Right? Many occasions this has happened. There's power in taking back your peace of mind. And nothing changes if nothing changes. The change doesn't always have to be drastic, but in my situation, it's going to be. Right? Because I intend wholeheartedly and definitely
On changing every aspect.
on breaking the cycle.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one. I have to be the one. Nobody else is in this position to shine as bright as me. I feel that for you. When I look at your life, I feel that for you. When I look at your life,
I thought you were gonna give me that. Maybe you. I was preparing myself, getting
you
ready.
guys got a spirit about you.
Unbreakable.
Magnetic. It's intoxicating, the spirit. You know? And the people, they recognize it. Shaun got recognized today. I went and got Dunkin' Donuts, a short thing I did.
When you told me that, I got chills.
I
That
went
was
and got
cool.
Dunkin' Donuts, dude, and I'm driving out. And it's one that's in a gas station. It's attached to the gas station. I'm pulling out, and I'm waiting to merge onto the street. Somebody pumping gas. All I hear is, yo, podcast. And I'm like,
What the fuck is this guy yelling
somebody's
at?
spazzing the fuck out around here. Somebody's spazzing the fuck out around here. So I look behind me. I'm like, I do a podcast. Maybe he's talking to me. And he said, yo. And I was
That's
like,
just crazy.
I was
dude.
like, what's up? And he was like, Shawnee Mac, right? He was like, The Crawl, dude. I watch every week. You guys are the shit. I was on the phone with Drew, dude. Word is bond. This happened. He could vouch for it. I was like, what?
That shit's fucking
This is
crazy,
the first
right?
you're hearing of this?
First, no. He told me earlier.
Okay,
Dude.
this is the first time hearing of this.
I
Yo.
couldn't believe my life, dude.
It's
I was like,
That's so
what?
fucking cool, dude.
That's weird.
He
That's
was
not
so
weird, but it's
He
cool.
was so and yo,
Shout out to that
yo,
guy.
What up, dude?
yo, gas station dude. Yo, what up, homie?
Fuck,
It felt
dude.
awesome, bro.
That's super cool. So, and you don't even know the guy. Some
I had
dude
no
you
idea.
never fucking met.
No.
I
I had
recognize
no
those shit.
fucking...
Shawnee Mac's famous.
I had not famous.
That's why I didn't want to say we're famous
And
because
it was in Stoughton, so it's like it's not a shock that our hometown like people are supporting, but it is a shock that people are supporting. I've never met this kid in my life
That's the first
ever.
first time.
And I've made music before and all this shit. I've never had a reaction. He was excited, bro.
Yeah, that's
It was honestly a little weird. Like the experience was a trip for me because I was like, what? I was just like, what do I say? Like,
what do I do?
Hey, dude, I don't do nothing crazy. All I do, you've seen my dick, dude. You've seen my dick. That's the very first thought I had. Dude.
my fupa in your face.
The very first thought I've had. Dude.
You're welcome.
Oh man.
Oh man, but that's the first thought I had.
Oh, you see my dick.
That's the very first thought I had, and then I was like, all right, where do we go from here?
Slink back into the car and drive away, dude.
I was in the car the whole time, dude. It was awesome though. That feeling was like one of the coolest that I've felt.
Yeah, that shit's super fucking cool.
That's so cool.
And I have a
I'm a
feeling
crawl boy. Now they do.
I have a feeling that they're going to start finding out pretty soon, dude, because the crawl is fucking magnificent. There's something about it.
We'll keep leveling up. And we're
The
leveling
scenery,
up again.
man, the scenery, the environment that we're in really does shape our mentality. And our mentality really does shape the outcome of our lives.
Yeah, fair
Hell
to
yeah.
say.
It's all intertwined in itself.
And with that theory, you have the power to control the outcome of your life by tweaking the environment that you're in.
Mm-hmm. You totally do. Just change up where you are. You get a whole new fucking sense of freedom.
Physically, or even physically is the easiest. Like that's the obvious one, right? Like
Yeah.
I
can only go to the obvious choice.
You can move your physical self away from things or towards things that will impact your life whatever way. But you also boundary, right? Boundary is a real thing. And that comes a long way when you're talking about like limiting your exposure to stuff or limiting or amplifying your exposure to things that you appreciate. And like, you don't always have to physically move to be a little more distant, and you have the control to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of to piggyback off last week, we were talking about how people feel like trapped into certain relationships, whether it be with family or whatever. You have the control there. If you got a shitty family, or if every time that you're around this one friend, you always feel bad, don't let anything make you feel obligated to stick around, whether it be blood.
Your destiny is in your own fucking hands.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do.
You got control over that, player. You got control over
Yeah,
that. And some people out here, I guarantee you somebody out here right now needs to hear this.
It's hard. It definitely
Hell
is.
yeah.
This is not like an easy thing like, oh, I got control. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm going to just change this aspect of my life.
It takes a lot of
it's
soul
it's all,
searching.
yeah, it's like all about like...
Sometimes the
Building.
balls of life are behind a thick chastity belt. And they're just hard to get a hold of.
You gotta go ask the dad for permission.
Sometimes the balls of life.
John, you might be one of the most ridiculous people I've met in my life. Dude. But it's the truth.
I try and suppress it,
That's
but
the truth.
it makes its way out.
In the craziest way possible. That is the truth, bro. And you're right on the money, dude. Do you think life has big balls, Alex? I'll refer because you're the one with the...
That I'm gay for life.
Yeah, you're gay for
yeah.
life. You're palming balls
Planetary.
with a bunch of shit going on. How big do you think the testicles of life is?
The testicles of life?
Yeah.
In your mind,
Visualize
Imagine the
it.
balls.
I want you to almost be able to taste it. You're visualizing it so much. Taste the balls of life.
I think life has pretty big balls.
Enough to fit in one hand, or is it a double hander?
It's a double hander.
Okay.
Yeah. They're pretty big.
All right, this is weird. We're in a weird place.
I told you I misspoke.
And that goes back to something changed about the environment. That's where we got.
From what? What are you talking about? What was this? What do you mean?
The environment turned into balls.
Into a life. We started talking about life's balls and fondling them.
There we go.
And now, to bring the conversation full circle, we have to go back to balls and fondling them.
I feel like I have very average-sized balls. I
feel like they're normal.
I don't think there's anything special about them. Okay, I played sports in high school. You could kind of see where you lie. Hold on, just fucking hold it. You can kind of see where you add up on the dick scale.
And I'm gay for life.
You can kind of see where you add up on the dick scale, dude. You can. You can see that you can gauge the size.
I never played high school sports, so I never got
a good look at all your fucking comrades' dick sizes.
I've never seen any of my friends' dicks.
I don't know where I'm going with this. You can't get a good gauge. There's no good gauge for if your balls are normal sized or not. That's where I was going. Yeah, sure. It's hard. It's harder, dude. It's harder to tell if you have
what constitutes big balls.
Exactly my question, dude.
Are these normal or are they small?
Now we're in the world where I was thinking.
And how much towards that does sack length play into?
Sack length, I feel like it's not a beneficial thing.
You see, I don't subscribe to that opinion.
Is that one of those things that just continuously grows your whole life?
Long sack.
No, I'm saying I wish I did, dog.
John, are you playing hacky sack with you?
When I take a shit, it dumps in the water. The first plop's my balls.
I'm talking.
I just want to be like life.
I'm talking about. I don't know. Fuck it. I was talking about the size, not the ball bag itself. I don't know where the fuck I don't know where we came from. We're like Martians to this podcast game. We try to have these conversations, dude. Somehow it always ends up just fucking so fucked up, dude. So fucked up.
Long balls.
They call me long balls.
I'll say I feel like I have an average size testicles, above average
to wrap up the
balls. I can fist my ball bag, dude, and stretch, fall.
I didn't want to know that.
Probably, if I'm grabbing them,
I've seen an ankle sock that begs to differ.
Hold to here.
Your balls, dude?
Is that weird?
Foot long balls? I don't know. I've never stretched my balls out like that.
Is that too much?
No.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I think you're normal. You're the way God built you.
Thank you. Thank God. Thank God. That's POG. It's because God is good.
God is great.
All the time. You know, it's because God is good all the time. He don't make no mistakes. God is eternal. You know that?
I heard a TikToker too that said that.
Don't give my spot up like that. They don't. This ain't a fucking college course, dude. You don't need to credit my fucking sources. You don't need that.
I actually, what she was saying sounded pretty sound. She's God is eternal or some shit. Something about science and like there needing to be a. I don't know. I probably shouldn't even brought it up.
I brought it up.
I shouldn't have blew up Shaun's spot.
That's right. That's right.
Now you live and learn. Now I know not to blow up your spot.
That's the lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
That's the lesson learned. And why is that?
Because I forget. I don't know. To look stupid. To stay stagnant in. What do you?
See, dude, it's like almost.
we got a lot of chemistry here.
We could finish each other's sentences, dude. It's so good,
so in sync.
John,
Shaun,
What are you most looking forward to about the big thing that we got going on?
It's hard to say because it sounds like you don't want to say what we got going on.
Why is
I
it
kinda-
secret?
I don't know. I don't want to keep it a secret, but all right. About this apartment we're about to get,
The Crawl's changing their environment.
what is the one thing? Because you have a very unique perspective.
Opportunity.
Definitely. You have a good opportunity. Or that is your answer to the question.
Yes.
The opportunity. It's like a door open.
It does open up mad shit.
It's like a door open.
Thinking back to moving into my first place, it blew my head off.
I think my the
Life
actions that
blew
I've
me.
taken would have been different had I had a room dedicated to an activity like a fucking music room. I'd have probably spent a lot more time doing that, and I wish I did.
I don't think there's a music room in this place.
I see where you're
around.
I see
But we
what
can
you're
fuck
saying.
around. You know, that's what I'm saying, though. Opportunity.
Opportunity,
The
yeah.
opportunity to...
Yeah, you can do whatever you want without.
It's
I'm
like
not
the-
going to be like, yo, John, what the fuck is this? What is this thing doing here?
Get this thing out of the way. I got to
God
do a
damn.
different thing.
The independence does breed opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's powerful, actually. Like, I can see you've only known like one environment,
Yeah.
and it's going to be one of the craziest things that you've experienced to like not only the pride of like being able to say this is mine, inviting new, right? Inviting new experiences, new people.
Accepting the change.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm not one that's quick to invite new. Mm-hmm. You know?
And I think that
I
you
feel
are
like-
really going to surprise yourself with how great things are going to go.
Yeah.
And I know it's worrisome. I know that it's like definitely a huge stress because I felt exactly like that before I got my first place.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that's probably what you're feeling and like worried that just having to do it on your own. Like right now for me, it feels like getting to do it on my own again because I have the perspective. But like,
Yeah. And that is a different perspective than I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
You're right about that, man.
I think,
Straight up.
I don't know, man. It's amazing when you see, because you feel it, dude. Like you start living differently and like being able to call the shots of like, well, today I can literally do whatever I want.
Yeah. The more doing something, the more you do, the better you feel, the more you fucking do. You just like, it
right.
literally opens your whole fucking life up.
That's right.
Like that whole first week of living on my own, coming home from work to my own place was such a fucking trip. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
can
like,
imagine,
whoa, dude, like this is life.
Yeah.
I thought I was living life, but no, this is life. Like just
Yeah.
being like,
And the
and,
growth
like,
that comes along with like looking back at how you used to
Yeah.
live, like with this
You-
new perspective, there's so much growth in that area because it's like when I felt that, I internalize everything and I overthink and I overanalyze. When I got that feeling of like, holy shit, this is life, like I'm finally doing it.
yeah.
I went back and like studied how I used to behave and like the habits and the people, the influence. And in that space was a lot of growth and a lot of like maturity and like honesty with myself that I don't
Because
think.
you got to be honest with yourself because like you're on the hook now. Like
Yeah.
you're not. There's not somebody immediately there to give you a hand. Like it's like your stuff, like your responsibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the more honest you could be with yourself, there you definitely reach a point where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But the more
Yeah.
honest you could be with yourself, I believe it will pay off more. Like if you can, it will pay off more the more honest you can be with yourself.
Yeah, I as you can be as honest as you can be with yourself, as long as you're not like degrading yourself or like demeaning yourself, saying like you're dumb, you're stupid, like
Okay, yeah, because
be honest. Like so, like say I don't know something, fucking you're dumb or you're stupid. That is not gonna do shit. But like
that's a counterproductive.
yeah, you could
reaction.
be like, oh, I don't know this. I need to learn, rather than being like I'm just stupid or some shit. But like
That's a
I'm
positive
not saying, I
reinforcement.
was just using that as a
That's a positive reinforcement thing. It's like I don't know. There's definitely something almost like spiritual about that, where it's like being mindful of what you're putting into the universe and the energy that you're projecting and like your impact, right?
That comes back to the fucking go with the flow or fucking go
Swim
against
upstream.
it. Swim upstream or
But swimming upstream, it does make salmon stronger. You know, there's a reason they do it.
But there's also a danger imposed, right? You got to be mindful of what's swimming
I feel
upstream.
like
Yeah, but
I
if you're
piss in
always
the
swimming
Amazon-
downstream, that
swi-
could also breed weakness.
Not muscle memory wise, because it depends on what it depends on what you're testing. It depends on I'm just saying it depends on what you're testing, right? Because that same salmon might have the strongest riblet that you've ever seen.
look,
dude.
look at this salmon's riblet, dude.
Tasty ass salmon,
I want
dog.
my baby back.
But the one that's swimming upstream, its
Salmon.
lower back might be crazy. It just depends, dude. It depends. I think there's benefits of both, but I think walking with life and like accepting this is
Yeah,
an AA
just-
phrase, but accepting life on life's terms is something where you give up that ego fueled part of you that thinks that like I have any control, right? Because at the end of the day, that's like a myth. Like what's going to happen is going to happen regardless. So why don't I try to walk in sync with the universe rather than fighting it?
Because imagine the life that's tough. You're addicted to something. You have a shit time all the time. Stuff's going bad. That's the life that you're letting yourself get carried downstream in. You got to swim upstream in that kind of life, though.
And that's what brings us back to nothing changes if nothing changes.
Nothing changes. Damn.
That's how a conversation comes full circle, and that's true. You know, it's crazy. You know, but the influence, it could be internal or external, right? But internal influence on yourself is usually molded by your surroundings, right? So if my inner dialogue is saying like, yo, like you were saying, you are a piece of shit, like you're fat, you're a loser, like look at where you are at in life. What is like the root cause of me thinking that about myself?
It's
the influence around me.
Yeah, it's the influence around you. It's like past life experiences, which could also be like an attribute of where you are and what you're doing and who you're with. And just like having shit like that, like beat into your head for like years of like, I don't know, like thinking one certain way, and then like that's just the way your brain is comfortable thinking. Like that's what it is for me. It's like an effort to not be like you're dumb, but that's just like the easiest thing is just to, like when
It's harder to break out of the self-criticism.
Yeah.
I think we just need to almost like to the point where you sometimes you're going to feel like a phony doing it, but you got to reinforce yourself positively because there's nobody in the world that's living right now, that's in your life right now, that is going to treat you the way that you can treat you, right? So if I'm positive and positively like
J. Cole, love
reinforcing
yours.
myself and trying to reinforce the people around me in a positive way, and I'm mindful of the impact, there's like real power in that. You could like reclaim your spirit and like set yourself free of all these ugly, like just all the
toxic
ugliness.
traits that
There's a lot of ugliness, bro, and it's like quicksand out this bitch. Like if you're around the wrong people,
get stuck in that shit, you ain't coming out.
I swear to God, bro, sometimes it doesn't even take long. Like you could be around the wrong people for 2 hours and it's like quicksand, bro. It's like you're like that.
Life can change.
Your whole mentality is shifted, bro. It's like a paradigm is completely tweaked to where now it's like all I'm seeing is the darkness. All I'm seeing is the clouds. It's like, and that's the power of exposure.
Yeah, like on the other end of that spectrum, the first night we started going to look for apartments and shit, and like the whole apartment hunt became a real thing in my head. Mm-hmm. Like just that sense of like empowerment that I felt, and like I drove home with the biggest smile on my face, blasting my favorite music. That was cool, I felt like a completely different person. Just that little tiny glimpse of fucking this fucking sunlight in my life changed, and like I've been like riding that high since.
Yeah.
And like it's just that little bit changed my whole outlook, and like that's what it's all about. Just little fucking things, growing the fucking little things into big things, and fucking.
I think it made it easier that now there's something to like look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, I always need something to look forward to, and
I kind of want to speak to that a little bit.
I notice when there's nothing to look forward to, I feel like
it's easier to get caught in a rut.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why like small term goals, right?
Yeah.
Like
that's what I love the crawl for, dude.
Yeah, hell
I always look forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
I always used to do that before, but like when we're going to like New York City,
yeah,
Pennsylvania, fucking
yeah,
it's
doing
something
crazy
it's
shit,
just like
man.
it's awesome.
It's awesome.
and I think that'll help us lead to what do we have for time?
About 45 minutes.
I think that's going to help us lead to really being able to lean into doing something
Every day.
That makes your life
feel like
it's worth it.
And we're going to keep doing the same thing.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Crawl family.
Love you.
Appreciate you.